Hello and welcome to my presentation. My name is Mikko Muurinen and I'm the head of data and AI at Helen. I'm happy to be part of this event and be able to share our story. I'm going to tell you about our data strategy, how we are implementing it, and how we are building a new cloud-based data platform for our analytical and AI needs. Of course, a mandatory company slide. While you read the details, I'm going to tell you briefly about my role in the company. I lead a unit of 18 data professionals who have been divided into 4 different teams, and we provide services to all our business units and daughter companies. I myself joined the company last May. I have no previous experience from energy and utility sector, but I have roughly 20 years of experience in tackling data problems, leading data teams in smaller and larger companies, both in public sector and in private sector, in startups and in multinational companies. The data and analytics is a new function at Helen. The first incarnation was born a couple of years ago. Of course, reporting was done also previously, but without proper organization. The first team was located in sales organization, but it was moved to be part of a new function called digital solutions. In the past, energy and utility companies have not been the most innovative companies when it comes to data and analytics. But the energy landscape is changing very rapidly. And as a company, we put a lot of focus on improving the data and analytics maturity. We've identified that data, analytics, and AI are key factors to our future success. And there's a lot of value and even competitive advantage from those. Last summer, we created a new data strategy to better guide us towards our vision. From the data strategy, we picked this slogan, Helen Heart Data. And there's 2 different meanings behind this. First of all, if we take good care of our data and nurture it, it will also love us back. And the second meaning is that it's not just for the data and analytics team, it's for the whole company. The whole Helen must be part of this new data strategy. There was no data strategy in place before. We could have made a simple and easy data strategy, but we didn't want to take the easy way out. Instead, we built quite ambitious goals in our new data strategy. We launched the data strategy in August and got excellent support from our C-level management. But of course, it created high expectations for this transformation. In our case, we wanted to make a total 180-degree turn to the traditional way energy and utility companies like Helen have been handling data management. Instead of hiding our data assets and limiting access as much as possible, we are now opening up. We want to give data analytics to all. We also want to understand our customers better to bring them better customer experience. And we want to innovate new data-driven products and services and combination of products and services. We also want to optimize our energy system as it grows more and more complex. And we want to give our management more predictability and a vision of what's happening in the business. By data analytics to all, we mean different parties. We haven't really been delivering outside our company and inside our company only to the management and some experts. But now we are broadening our scope to customers by creating new data-driven products, for example, to our mobile app. To frontline the employees by bringing them information and data to their mobile phones or other devices. Management and experts are, of course, still important for us, but we want to also be more open to the society and partners. We want to open our data so that our partners can create services on top of our data and combine it to their data, and possibly create some new products that society will be enjoying. What we need to do to achieve this? So first of all, we need to develop our organization, our unit, our teams, but also the whole Helen organization. We are renewing our training program for data and analytics topic. We are calling this Data Academy, and we are creating a new web-based training program for all of the Helen employees, experts, frontline employees, etc. So everyone can get a basic idea of what's data and what's analytics, what's AI, how to read data, how to read graphs, how to lead with data. We also need to build external partnerships on top of our internal partnerships. We know that we cannot do this alone. We need minds and hands. We need ideas how we can improve our platforms, our solutions, and create more value from the data. As technologies go, we are going forward to more modern technologies. Our existing platforms in data are not that modern. They are not that old, but they were created using a bit outdated architectures and technologies. So now we are jumping into the cloud and creating a real modern data architecture. By doing these steps, we can get more and more out of the data. We have masses of data, but we haven't really been able to utilize that fully. And when we can access more and more data and extract more value from it, we can more easily create new data-driven products and new data innovations. So what are the use cases in our business, and where do we see that theory of the data strategy meet the practice and day-to-day life? Helen aims to be carbon neutral by 2035. We are also replacing coal with new carbon neutral solutions, and within the next few years we are starting to decommission the old power plants one by one. So this transformation requires a lot of innovative solutions, smarter solutions, and data analytics and AI are the key components in finding those new solutions. This slide is from Helen's road to the carbon neutrality, but I made some AI adjustments to it. So what are the AI use cases within this Helen map of solutions? So for example, it's predicting how energy is consumed and produced, how we can produce just the right amounts of district heating, for example, or electricity, so that we don't create waste or burn too much fuel. It's about these new solutions, how to predict where to put solar plants, wind power farms, how to optimally place electric vehicle loading stations, charging stations. And it's also related to the maintenance work, how to maintain our networks, how to do predictive maintenance, how to find leaks and anomalies in our networks. It's about optimizing our production processes, finding where to tweak things and when. But it's also about the customers. It's more understanding who are our customers, how they can be segmented, how we can detect the changes in our customer lifetime cycles, how we can cross-sell, upsell to our customers, and how we can get quiet signals from the market, from our customers, and from the environment as well. From HR side, it's about employee performance, retention, security. We can improve our working safety by utilizing AI and analytics to find those and prevent those security accidents that we still have time to time at our locations. Smart living, smart houses, smart traffic, everything becomes smart. So AI can help us tackle that problem as well. We can get more and more data from our customers' homes, their buildings, and we can better optimize the network based on those millions of signals coming from various locations. So there's actually two different aspects that make AI not a good thing to have, but actually mandatory. The energy system is becoming more and more complex. We used to have a couple of big power plants, but now we are replacing them with thousands of solar panels, wind farms, getting waste energy from wastewater, geothermic energy, and so on. So that's a system that no one can manually handle anymore. It was possible to do it within a couple of power plants, but now handling all the data flowing from thousands of places requires AI and better use of data. And on the other hand, the customer side data will be more and more complex. The smart buildings and smart living and e-transport will create a lot of sensor data, which is also unmaintainable by hand. So AI and data handling, data management is a must in that sense as well. So how do we make this happen? When we created the data strategy, we identified the need to modify our old way of working. Our traditional way of working was not efficient. There were many bottlenecks. And we wanted to be more agile and more closely work with the business in collaboration. At the same time, we changed our way of working with partners, took some of their responsibilities in-house and recruited more people to our unit. For example, we created a totally new team of data engineers, which is a new idea in this company because we didn't have any software development or data warehousing people in-house previously. So we read a lot of books, listened to a lot of presentations, and discussed with a lot of people and stole bits and pieces there and there. And we developed a new way of working that we call tribes. So we have those 4 teams and we have tribes. So what do our teams do? We have teams separated like this. So we have analysts, data and BI analysts who do work in Power BI, do ad hoc querying, help the internal customers, the business units, understand the data and create new insights to that data. Then we have a team of data scientists who do more advanced stuff with the data, create machine learning methods, models, do mathematical optimization, and also they are part of these innovation processes. They are workshopping with our business people, and also in our investment arm, Helen Ventures, every time there's an AI discussion, our data scientists will be there to help our business evaluate those investment candidates. Then we have a data engineering team that handles the data flows from our hundreds of source systems to our new modern data platform in cloud. That's the team that handles that. Then we have also a data governance team which also handles this trainings and competency side, but the data governance team handles data quality, processes, metadata, data ownerships, and so on. Then we have business domains. We have decided to give all of our different business units a own virtual team that we call a tribe. So, for example, sales have their own tribe, marketing has their own tribe, HR has their own tribe, production has their own tribe. And from our teams who handle the common way of working, methods, technologies, and from our teams we have a participant in all of the tribes. And also the tribes contain the business side, business owners and also other experts that know about the data and want to create some new analytics capabilities on top of that data. One of the team members from our side is the coordinator, either an analyst or a data scientist who normally is the coordinating, like a product owner if you compare it to a Scrum method or Agile method. Of course, the tribes need to discuss with other tribes, other stakeholders inside the company and also outside the company, even with the end customers sometimes in the B2B world, for example. Of course, then we use experts from other units, other departments, and partners that help us create those solutions. And the data governance people take care of that aspect that data owners are, they know what's happening with their data. Sometimes the data owner is in the same domain, but in many cases they are not. Sales want to do something which involves finance data. Production wants to know something about sales data. So keeping data owners in the loop is very important as well. Then we have a steering committee that makes high-level prioritizations and allocations of time to all of these tribes. Our CFO is leading the steering committee, and it contains people from all of the tribes, mainly heads of units, SVPs, and so on are part of the steering committee. So how are we building this platform? We started last fall by recruiting a lot of new people to our organization and finding the right partners and right technologies that we are using to build this new platform. Our platform is a part of a bigger digital landscape. Our digital solutions function has organized our different systems to 5 different platforms. So there's a more traditional ICT platform, all the systems, back office, front office systems that we have, roughly 500 different systems in our organization. And then we have a IoT platform that handles all the sensor data, all of the connections to the physical world outside our organization, in our networks and in our customer locations. Then we have a customer platform that provides the endpoints to our customer encounters, mobile apps, web pages, marketing automation, and so on. And also we are building a partner platform which will handle all the interfaces towards our partners, exchanging data to partners, using APIs, using data sharing, and also enabling partners to utilize our platforms and create new value, for example, to our customers through the customer platform by combining our data with their data. And in the middle, in the center of it all, is the data and AI platform. Data and AI will be both a lubricant and a glue to these other platforms. Data flows between these platforms through our data platform. So the main idea is to get data to the people that need the data. Like I said, we have roughly 500 different systems, relational databases, also software as a service services that we want to utilize in our data platform. And then we have a lot of other data that we haven't really been using previously: voice, video, chats, IoT sensor data, events from our production that has been really underutilized previously. And then we have the different target groups that we want to give the data to. It's the managers, it's the experts, but it's the frontline workers, it's our customers, it's APIs, other systems, it's coders in our partner network, it's researchers in universities and so on. So what we are doing now is we are creating a new platform on top of Azure. Microsoft Azure is our selected main platform where we are building this data and AI new modern solution. And we started with Power BI. We have Power BI on premise as well, but we took the cloud Power BI and connected it to our source systems. Then we started to build our data flows using the Azure components like Data Factory, now the Synapse Analytics workspaces, which is the new nicer version of Synapse. And we are loading the data into a data lake, which we are organizing as a Delta format. So putting more capability and more structure to the data lake will be important to us as well. So we are using Databricks as well, and Azure Functions and machine learning to mash and process the data, which we then will serve to our customers through Power BI. At some point we want to be able to share this data to our partners. We are using the data share and APIs to that. And also we want to give our end users ability to see what data is available, who owns it, what is the data about, what are metadata that is related to these data sources. So we are implementing also a data catalog using Azure Purview in our environment. At some point, not today, but maybe during this year, we will move forward to other sources, external sources, getting quiet signals from not so structured data sources, embedding video, voice, and also taking this to event level, getting the IoT data, getting the data from our sensors in smart buildings and inside our network, ingesting it event-based and storing it to the Delta Lake as well for the analytics, but creating live views of the data as well. Also, we want to embed these solutions as closely to the end user as possible. We want to give them Teams and SharePoint views of the data. The idea is that we bring the data to them. They don't need to go to a reporting portal or Power BI portal. We bring the data and analytics to their everyday work environment, whether it's SharePoint or Power App, whether it's in their mobile or in their other devices. So to summarize, we are in the middle of a big change, or actually big changes. So on the other hand, we are changing the way we are working more closely with the business, being more agile, being more transparent and open. And we are On the other hand, trying new tools, trying new solutions that we don't actually know too much about. So the cloud brings us new potential and new possibilities, but it also brings us a bit more complexity, a bit more uncertainty. We need to make more and more decisions on how we are moving forward. And for that, we of course need good partnerships. And on the overall, the whole industry is changing very rapidly, and the demands for more data, more real-time data, more complex data coming from more diverse data sets is affecting our work. But as we already have massive amounts of data collected, and we will be getting more and more data in the future, there's a lot of potential to create new business and new value out of it. So as a unit, as data professionals, we are in a very interesting position to see the change in the industry, change in our organization, and really see the value of what we do in our everyday work life. And even if the energy industry has been a bit of a slow mover, we are now trying to leapfrog to be the very top innovative company in this industry, or even across industries. We want to be the company that people recognize that, okay, Helen is doing innovative stuff with data and AI. So we have only just begun. We have had good success. We've had productized AI models that already run our business, create a lot of value, improve our energy efficiency, decrease our carbon emissions, and improve our finances. And also our investment arm, Helen Ventures, has been investing to companies, startups that have AI as a component to their business, and in that way we are supporting the energy transformation, energy industry transformation as well. So in general, we want to do this in a new way, from the bottom up, creating value from the operational side, together with the business, together with the field employees, being open, being flexible, and trying new ways of working as well. We haven't fixed this model that we are now running, but we want to be flexible in finding what are the best ways to discuss with each of the different business domains, for example. I know that there will be a lot of hurdles in the way. There's always difficulties, always problems. We have encountered a lot of hurdles already in this short journey to the new world, but if we are flexible and do not stick to the strict principles or frameworks or dogmas, then we can take the best out of every different scenario and agilely build our data platform and value creating engine to be the best in the market. So thank you for listening Helen's story. I'm happy to discuss more in detail. You can contact me by email or try to find me at LinkedIn. So I'll be happy to discuss more. So thank you for this opportunity and enjoy the rest of the summit.